Who are your top 5 figures that need a higher rarity? What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. Today is the 8th. Tomorrow is the 9th. That is when all of the holiday events are supposed to end. And we're supposedly going to have maintenance on the 10th. So I want to release a video. I want to cause a discussion that's going to hold us over until the 10th. Now, there's a couple things that we need to discuss. Well, actually, there's only one thing we need to discuss. I want to ask you guys what you want to see. We are approaching our 3,000th subscriber very soon. I think we're about 40 away, 60 away, something like that. And I want to ask you guys, what do you want to see when we reach 3,000 subscribers? I was thinking maybe we can do a stream. Maybe we can do like a special video, like a Rico tries different hot sauces or something. I don't know, just something out of ordinary. It's 3,000. That is a number I never fathomed of getting when I started doing YouTube. I never even thought I was going to get 1,000. We're getting 3,000 subscribers very soon, and I want to know what you guys want to see for that 3,000 subscriber video. All right, now let's jump into today's episode. We need to go here. All right, first thing I want to say is I want to thank the devs for this website, the Pokemon Duel database creator. So shout out to Cuber_T. He's the one who, I guess he's the, like I said, the dev for this website. And they did some, I think yesterday they added some more things. Added the Z moves and some evolutions, and I think some images as well. There is one thing, Cuber, if you're watching this, I caught something that I want to bring to your attention. But you know, on this channel, we like to do speculation on new figures that we're going to be getting. I wanted to make I wanted to create their duel, but the creator was down. But now it's back online. So here we go, guys. We're going to talk and we're going to discuss about my top 5 figures that need a higher rarity. And the majority of them, honestly, are pseudo legendaries. And what I mean by a pseudo legendary is a Pokemon that is stronger than the majority of the other Pokemon. Pseudo legendaries, they have a base stat of at least 600, much like the Mews, God, I can't even think about the Manaphy. They have 600 base, but I mean like Mewtwo, they have over 600. But these pseudo dragons have at least 600 on their base stats. And the first one we're going to start with is Hydreigon. Now Hydreigon got released in Pokemon Duel, and it was a rare. And this is what I want to bring to your attention, Cuber. Hydreigon did get a buff. The Dragon Pulse is now 110, and the Flamethrower, I believe, is 80. So this is what Hydreigon's will normally looks like. It's a rare. This is a pseudo legendary Pokemon. Has base stat of 600. Why? First of all, when they first made this Pokemon, why was it this weak? And second of all, when they buffed it, 110 Dark Pulse and 80 Flamethrower still isn't enough. I mean, I understand what they're trying to go for with this Pokemon is the Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor is a fantastic purple, but it's only 1 star. For a pseudo dragon, a 1-star purple that on the other one other Pokemon on the field spins. If they spin a miss or a white attack of 70 damage or more, they're knocked out. That's a pretty damn good purple, but the downfall is the damage. I mean, I understand Flamethrower burns them, and the ability is just trash. So in my opinion, this is coming. Hydreigon's coming in at number 5. Now here's what I created for the Hydreigon. So here we got Hydreigon. It is going to be an EX, and it's going to be having the Darkness Shield ability. Now, if you guys don't know, Evolta does have the Darkness Shield ability as well. And what it does is while this Pokemon is on the field, opposing Ghost-type Pokemon cannot use the effect of an ability to pass through your Dark-type Pokemon. And we're in a Ghost meta right now. So if we have this thing on the board and you have other Dark Mons, they can't move through you. Let's take a look at the wheel now. We are going to be giving it Draco Meteor, but we're going to be giving it another star. And let's see, what is the Draco Meteor on this? They have it at 28. Okay, so we have the Draco Meteor at 28. But again, it's a 2-star purple this time. And with the Zweilous, I think that's how you say it. I really don't know how to say the second form. Deino and then the Zweilous. The Zweilous is super easy to evolve because it has a roar. Let's actually even look at that right now. Zweilous right here. Yeah, he's got a roar, 36 roar, which knocks him back. So he's really easy to evolve. If you evolve, you have a 3-star Draco Meteor, and then you're going to have a 140 Dark Pulse. So I'm I mean, that kind of looks like a Master Ball, doesn't it? I mean, this wheel was inspired by Lunala. I didn't realize that it kind of looks like a Master Ball. I think that's kind of interesting. But we gave it Dark Pulse 130, and like I said, when it evolves, it's going to be 140. And then we're also giving it the U-Turn. If you guys don't know what U-Turn is, Naganadel has it, and this Pokemon switches with a Pokemon on your bench or in your PC. So what do you guys think about my Hydreigon? If you think there needs to be some improvements, please let me know in the comments below. Now let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is Salamence. I'm pretty sure you guys, at the start of this video, when you clicked on it, I'm pretty sure you had a few Pokemon in your mind of what you think needs a higher rarity. So we're probably going to be getting a lot of them the same. But look at another pseudo-legendary here. Dragon Breath 70, Fly Away 3-star. And Fly Away is a 3-star purple, and it only jumps over the Pokemon and lands to a surrounding point. It's not like Fly where it jumps over the opposing Pokemon and lands 1 to 2 steps away. Like, this Pokemon is absolutely trash. Now I understand this was, like, you know, around during launch, but dude, this thing, yeah, we don't need to buff this. We just need to get an EX. And that's exactly what we did. And it has no ability. So here is my Salamence. My Salamence wheel is exactly like Combusken's wheel. However, we are going to be giving it the in-flight intimidation. Now, what this does is battle opponents that battle this Pokemon deal -10 damage. Pokemon that this Pokemon moves over using fly are knocked out, kind of like its Mega Salamence. So we are also giving it the Dragon Claw 100. Now think about it. Because of its in-flight intimidation, because of the intimidation factor, whoever battles this Pokemon, it's -10 damage. Also keep in mind, Salamence is a dual typing dragging and flying. So when people are running Salamence, they're going to be running at least, I would say, a minimum of 2 Altarias, who gets the double buff of the flying and dragon. So this thing is going to be hitting, if you have 2 Altarias, it's going to be hitting for 150, 40, well, 20 from each of the Altaria buffs, so that's 40, and then the -10 because of the intimidation. So this thing is going to be hitting for 150, and it's going to have the ability, when it flies over you, landing 1 to 2 steps away, meaning it can jump over 2 Pokemon, it can knock you out. So I think this is a good step for a Salamence. Please let me know in the comments below. Again, do you think I'm missing something? Is it too OP? Does it need more improvements? Please let me know in the comments below. Now let's move on to number 3. Dragonite. You guys could have seen this coming. Here's the original Dragonite. Ooh, I actually think this one got buffed as well, because isn't the extreme speed 80 and I think the Dragon Tail is 120? Yes. So Cuber, if you're looking at that, so the Hydreigon and the Dragonite, they need to be fixed. So, and I don't know if it still has the speed booster ability or not. I'm not entirely sure. I think it still does actually still have the speed booster ability. But yeah, this thing is trash. It's a 1 MP. This was before the Dragon Sphere. It has Sightseeing, which is exactly fly, but it gives you weight, and then Dragon Tail, which, you know, knocks you to the bench. So I don't, it's just like another pseudo legendary who is just trash and not used at all. So let's take a look at the Dragonite that I created. So here's my Dragonite. It has the same wheel as Haxorus, but we have a Dragonite UX. And the reason why we can do Dragonite UX is because Dragonite does not have a Mega Evolution. So let's just start with the ability. We're going to be giving it the multi-scale ability. So during this Pokemon's first battle, the damage dealt by the opposing Pokemon is halved. So basically like Lunala, but only for the first turn. I totally forgot to mention UX Dragonite's MP. It's going to be a 1 MP because I wanted to synergize with the Dragon Sphere. So here's the wheel. We're going to be giving it a Dragon Dance. Sorry, it says a 1 there. It should be, you guys know what Dragon Dance does. But we have Dragon Dance, we have Outrage 120, and then we have Fly, a 2-star purple. Now here's the beauty of this wheel and kind of the crutch of the wheel as well. So the biggest piece here is the Outrage, and we did 120. Now you have to think here. Again, it is the dual typing of Flying and Dragon. People are going to be running Altarias if you have this. So it's going to be hitting for a whopping 160 damage. 160 damage plus the Dragon Dance. If you hit it, that hits for 210. And if you decide to evolve from Dragonair, which is super easy to evolve because it does have the Dragon Tail, which knocks you to the bench. If you are KO'd, you do get to evolve, but you're in the PC. but then it will be hitting for 220 damage. I mean, it's a UX. I think it should hit that high if it's a UX. I mean, Mega Ray. You guys know what Mega Ray can do when it's got the Altarias on the board. So, but I mean, even if it doesn't have the Altarias on the board, it's hitting for 170 if it hits the Dragon Dance. Now, here's the problem. It's going to hit Outrage and it's going to be confused. Now, when you get this thing to level 5, the Outrage is going to move into the Fly. So I kind of want to give it this multi-purpose of attacking and also being a fly cheese, being able to fly over your mons. But the problem is the Fly is still relatively big. So even at level 5, if you do hit that Fly and you are confused, you go into a miss. So I think that's, like I said, it's kind of the crutch, but it's got to, it's got to even out somehow. It's got to have some sort of balance. And again, let me know, is it too OP? Do you think it needs more work? All right, that was number 3. Let's jump into number 2. You guys have probably already guessed it. Tyranitar, man. When Gen 2 came out and I saw Tyranitar, I was like, oh man, is this thing going to dethrone Dragonite? I mean, Tyranitar, it just looks so cool, but when it was released, look how garbage this thing is. It also, well, does it have the speed booster ability? Yeah, I think it does. I can't remember if they buffed it and it doesn't have it or not. I'm not entirely sure. But it has a speed booster ability. Trash ability, in my opinion. And the wheel is just Earthquake Bite. Like the Bite 50 for a pseudo legendary, a Bite 50. Like that is absurd. That's like embarrassing. Like something that has so much power, so much attack, physical attack, and you give it like Bite 50. Like what kind of garbage is that? It also has a Dragon Tail, which knocks you to the bench. So the damage, I mean, we're in a higher damage tier now, so something's got to give. So we're going to be making this Tyranitar an EX figure, and this wheel is exactly the same as Decidueye, but we're replacing the gold with a purple. Now let's take a look at the ability. First of all, it's going to have the Unnerve ability. Now the Unnerve ability in the actual Pokemon games, it makes the foe unable to use their held berries. So it's like, berries are kind of like plates. What if I made this ability, plates used against this Pokemon are nullified? Now, what does that mean? What that means is, let's say you have Mighty Sphere on and you surround this figure. It doesn't go to your PC. Let's say you have Rocky Helmet and you use Rocky Helmet to KO this figure. It doesn't KO this figure. Let's say you Double Chance. Double Chance doesn't work on this figure. Any plates you use against this figure, it does not work, whether it's in use or you use it against it when you battle. Might be a little OP. Please let me know in the comments below, but let's continue on with the wheel. So we're going to be giving it the Stealth Rocks. I just want Stealth Rocks to be a thing. I want Weather to be a thing. So here's what we're going to do with Stealth Rocks. If it lands Stealth Rocks while this Pokemon is on the field, all your battle opponents do -10 damage to all of your Pokemon on the field. I mean, Stealth Rocks in the Game Boy games, like once you switch in, you're going to take some damage. So, I mean, like I said, I may have made T-Tar a little OP, but fight me. Like, I like him, okay? So, we also have Stone Edge. Stone Edge hitting for 150, and then we're going to have the Mega Earthquake, 110 damage. And it's going to have the same thing as the Precipice Blades from the Primal Groudon. Spin for all opposing Pokemon on the field if they spin a miss, including a miss due to paralyzed or burned conditions. They are knocked out. Oh, and I didn't mean to put the 8 miss there. That was like what I was thinking about in my head today while I was at work. And its name is Decidueye. Whoops, it's supposed to be Tyranitar. I totally forgot to fix that. And Decidueye, yep, I totally forgot to change all that. But this is going to be my T-Tar EX. Let me know in the comments below. Too OP. I don't think it needs any more. And the last and final one. Can you guys guess it? I don't think you guys can guess it. It is going to be Haunter. Nah, I'm just trolling. Well, not really. Like, it actually is Haunter. I don't think he should be number 1, but I just wanted to troll you guys by using 4 pseudo legendaries and then an uncommon Haunter. But Haunter needs some love. I mean, it's an uncommon. The Ghastly is a rare, and rightfully so. I mean, it does have the Destiny Bond, and it does have the ability to where it can't be surrounded, so I think it's a rare. But look at this thing. This thing is never going to be used. How are you ever going to evolve a Haunter into a Gengar? And think about Gengar. If you evolved a Gengar, you have that 3-star Contagious Terror. You're going to be hitting for 110, 120 if you have it chained. And then when you Mega into the Mega Gengar, it's going to be even more deadly. So this is what it was. It has the Infiltrator ability, that's fine, but everything else, trash. Like Eerie Light to confuse the opponent, and then 20 Nightshade. I think that's just absolutely garbage. So here's what I created with Haunter. Haunter has the same will as Drifloon, I'm sorry. We kept the ability, the Infiltrator ability, just be able to move through figures, but we're going to be giving it the Scary Face. Now it's, I mean, if you read the bio, like, this thing likes to play pranks on people, and it likes to, like, I was gonna say it likes to lick you, but it actually licks you to, like, kill you. But I think Haunter playing pranks, Scary Face is just so fitting, and Scary Face is exactly the same attack that the Crocodile has, except Crocodile only has a 1-star purple, I believe. So we're gonna be giving Haunter the 2-star Scary Face purple. The battle opponent is knocked back 1 step. The opponent chooses the point and gains weight, so it's easy to evolve. Nightshade, just we're gonna increase it by 40. It's going to be 60. And then we're going to have the Destiny Bond. So we have 2 ways this thing can evolve. The Destiny Bond or the Scary Face. And think about everyone's Drifloon at level 10. This thing is going to be easy to get to level 10, and the Scary Face is going to be even larger. That's what I would assume people would put into it to get this thing to evolve. So let me know in the comments below. First, who are your top 5 figures that you think deserve a higher rarity? And let me know how I did on my top 5. Do you think I should, do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Like I said, please, I want to create a discussion until the 10th. And also, if you like this video, please let me know, because I kind of want to do more videos like this as well. Just kind of speculation, creating figures. I think, dude, I think I should just be a dev. Like, you guys should tweet at the devs and say, hey, you know what? I think Rico needs to come work for you guys. Like, I would love to test new figures, because there's so many more Pokemon that need to come to this game. And I just, like, I've been playing since launch. I think I understand the mechanics. I don't think any of these are too unbalanced, with the exception of maybe T-Tar might be a little too much. But I don't know. I think they're somewhat balanced. But then again, everything is going to change on the 10th. Well, I wouldn't say everything's going to change, but we'll probably see a new meta on the 10th. But yeah, we're going to cut the video there. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for Pokemon Duel. I haven't really been playing Pokemon Duel. I have no matches, no boosters open. So we're going to cut it there. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.